Okay, I know I'm like uber late. I'm like a year late, but I just saw this documentary and I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm all for, God, yay God, because I'm a Christian, all for it. Go to church almost every other Sunday. I don't want to say every Sunday because that would be a lie, and I don't want to lie when I'm talking about God. So, I was watching a documentary, and I was like, okay, children, you know, being with God, learning about God in this camp, that's great. But then they started talking. And then the children started talking. And I was like, what the fuck? Because they were all, while I was watching it, I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. But okay, everybody has their own way of thinking. And, you know, it's about God. So maybe it's okay. But then they started ranting. And I was like, what the fuck? And me saying what the fuck, that's not me saying what the fuck God, what, bull. I love God, and I'm not trying to put down God. I'm saying, what the fuck are they teaching them? Because my mother, my grandmother, who are all born in church, I was, they had me, from from infantness to now, sit in church, and I listen to the word. I've been there every week, every other week, and I didn't hear none of that shit. I heard it, but they never took it to the point where I was like, "Is this a motherfucking occult?" And I hate to be cussing while I'm talking about God because that is so disrespectful. And I'm gonna stop now. I'm not gonna cuss again. Um, but I was like, "Wow." And I just couldn't believe what were coming out of their mouth, and they started talking in tongue, and I was like, could a child that age be so serious about God? And that's so wrong to say, because a child any age should be like, should be able to talk however they want about God, you know because as long as it's in a positive way. I don't want to say they can say anything they want to say, but I was like, is this for real? Is these kids really thinking this way? Are they? I don't want to say they're being. Um, I don't know how to say it right. Okay, let me simplify it. I don't want to say they're being forced into this religion or anything like that, because obviously they really believe in it, and good for y'all. But while I was watching it, like, this movie that I watched like a couple years ago came to my head and it reminded me of it. Children of the Cornfield. And I was like, what? Yeah. You shouldn't think Children of the Cornfield in Jesus Camp. It shouldn't come across, it shouldn't be, in the same category. But if you watch it and then you watch Children of Cornfield and then you really think about it, what's the difference? Because I'm thinking, if how's I'm glad they taking their religion seriously, and I'm glad they taking it to heart. But if you nail it in their head like that, and you know if you take every word so literally like they do, you should take the Lord of the word, the word of the Lord literally. But they take it to like every syllable. They don't, there's a little leeway. I mean, ah, wow. I don't need, I'm like speechless. I really don't know what to really say about it other than, wow. I don't know. It's a little freaky to me. I'm glad, the kids are in church, but it's weird. And it shouldn't be weird, but it's weird. It reminds me of Children of the Cornfield. And it shouldn't, but it does. And I just think it should have been said, and I said it. And I'm sorry for if I've offended anyone. because that was not my intention. I just wanted to get my point across, and I did. So I'm done. Okay, goodbye. You can leave comments, whatever. But I was like, what the? But okay, I'm done now. So bye.